8:19. We're just moving right along. We'll go back into the Zoom room where we have from the Guam National Guard the spokesperson, PIO, Mark Scott. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Sabrina. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Pretty good. I guess we just wanted to kind of start on the body that was found at the QFAC facility. Now, we know the Guard runs it, and, you know, I know you put out a little bit of info, but just in a nutshell, what can you tell us about that incident?
Yeah, thanks for that question, Chris. I think the most important thing to say off the bat is to send our condolences, of course, to the family. It's a tragic thing that, of course, no one ever wanted to have happen, and we all want to prevent from happening again. So on behalf of the Guard, please accept our condolences. I did speak with GPD, and it is an ongoing expired person investigation, Chris. So there's not a whole ton I can say.
Right.
But what I can say is that I'm confident that our soldiers did the right thing. As soon as they were notified, they called for help and did the right thing. But other than that, Chris, there's not a lot I can say.
Right. Appreciate that, Mark. So
but did this individual have underlying health conditions? Can you speak to that at all?
I can't, Sabrina. And first of all, because we don't know, and that's HIPAA protected information. And like I said, second of all, if we do know, that's something that we wouldn't be able to disclose, seeing that it's an ongoing investigation.
Mark, let me just ask you this, generally speaking, right? What is the protocol for a medical response to a quarantine facility?
Sure, Chris, another good question. So we're not in the business of providing medical care.
Right.
What we do at the quarantine facilities is just, you know, provide for as much ease and comfort as we can. We do logistics for delivering food, and, you know, we help in transition from the airport itself. But when it comes to medical emergencies, there's a DPHSS nurse on call and available, who is there to respond to any of these medical emergencies. So that would be the nurse from DPHSS.
Right. And so I guess in the event someone who is, God, I almost said incarcerated, someone who's in the quarantine facility, if they had a medical issue, they have to, what do they call down to the front desk, or they go look for the nurse? Or
yes, they have numbers to call that all the guests are given. They have a fact sheet that they take with them into the room. And the rooms are also able to dial 911 directly themselves as well.
You said there was a DPHSS nurse on site. Do people that are in quarantine, do they get daily health checks?
Yes.
They do. Okay. And so for this particular incident, this individual, it wasn't discovered that he had passed until later on in the evening because he wasn't accepting or retrieving his meals? I think that's what I heard yesterday.
Oh, he had his breakfast and lunch, and the meal that was remaining was the dinner meal. But when it comes to things like times and sequences of events, again, Sabrina, those are things that are currently under investigation, better answered by GPD.
Right, yeah, but I'm just saying that if there were daily medical checks and he had these underlying health conditions, I mean, wouldn't they have known earlier in the day that, you know, this person was experiencing some sort of medical issues?
If the nurse did, Sabrina, then that will probably be one of the questions that they're going to find out over the course of the investigation. Again, we're not the medical providers, nor are we the nurses. So I would probably have to defer that question, Sabrina, toward either the nurse or DPHSS or the investigation itself when it comes out.
Okay. So is the Guam Guard prepared to man these school buses should they need you guys?
Man. Mark, were you listening earlier? So we had Jess Garcia from Public Works on.
No, Chris, I'm sorry.
Oh, let me brief you. I'm going to brief you on this. Do you have your briefing pants on?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so we had Jess Garcia from DPW on, and he was saying that sorry, Bree.
Yeah,
for the busing of the elementary school students, they want to get someone who is calm from the Guard to be on the bus to enforce social distancing between the kids, because the younger kids, and Jess was like, you know how the younger kids are, they don't listen, and so yeah, they're ugly. So are we going to be seeing members of the Guard, you know, I keep thinking a kindergarten cop, but on these buses, has anybody in the Guard, have they been approached about this discussion, and would that be something that the Guard is trained to do? So
just like with all mission assignments, Chris, there's a process. There's a routing process. if a request is made by a local agency for assistance, it goes through a bunch of steps that it has to get vetted. Any procurement that comes along with it, it has to get validated. It gets assessed for feasibility, and there's a bunch of partners involved with that process. So if that is a proposal that's in the mission assignment process, that's something that will go through all those steps, Chris. Right now, we're not conducting this mission assignment. Right now, we're in the middle of transitioning from the extension of our Title 32 502 FOX orders. So we have not been accepting mission assignments while we do this transition. But if that is someone's proposal, if that is someone's request, then it's going to get looked at like all of the other mission assignment requests, which is what all of our partners going through the validation and approval process.
You know, I have to say, when I think about that, it just kind of reminds me of some of the stories we've done where we've seen National Guard members like dancing in the street when they're helping direct traffic. Just,
oh man,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Be so cute.
We serve under Title 32 at the pleasure of the governor.
Right.
And of course, if that's what's going to serve our people the best, we'll always be ready for no matter what it is. And we enjoy what we do, right? We're trained for these things. We're people of the community too, right? We're not typecast soldiers out of a movie. We're your neighbors, we're your brothers, sisters, aunts, and uncles. And if we enjoy what we do while directing traffic, then that's a sign that our morale is high.
Right. So what else is on the radar for the Guam National Guard aside from doing quarantine? What else are you guys planning for?
Thanks, Sabrina. So just yesterday we had a mobilization ceremony for 73 soldiers who will be going up to the Northwest Field to protect our THAAD asset, not ours, but Task Force Talon's terminal high altitude area defense capabilities. And I believe you guys were here and covered that, so thank you.
Yeah.
We have operations in the southwest border going along as missions as usual and things like that. So we're staying busy. Like I said just a minute ago, we're kind of always ready and always there, and we're prepared to complete our missions, whatever they may be.
Well, thanks, Mark. We just wanted to get you on to discuss those issues really quick. Appreciate your time here. And
appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Likewise, thank you guys for what you do too. Thanks to our soldiers and airmen, and especially our families.
And let me know if you guys end up doing this thing on the buses, maybe you can bring me in to do like a training on how to manage, multiple little kids at the same time. Without the
if anyone needs to be guarded for being agagua, I think it's you. I think we might need to find a bodyguard.
All right, that's it. You're done. I'll see you.
Take care.
Wash your hands, wear your mask. All right. Oh, yeah, Pikaru, Agagua. What's next, guys?
Just attend to.
Yeah, man. 8:27. We'll take a short break. We're coming back with the attorney.